No. Stop choking your chicken.
So if y'all remember to when the channel started, there used to be this guy, he used to race with me, right? Showed me the ropes around the track, used to talk a bunch of shit, right? He hasn't been on the channel in a hot minute. And there's the culprit. Hey Bob, you want to tell the people what happened and less depression?
Less depression. Well, when you push 17 pounds of boost through a stock application, that's what happens.
So you're saying I shouldn't push more boost?
Well, if you have stock rods,
I do.
and stock pistons,
I do.
then you need to swap to an H-beam rod or an I-beam pro rod.
Or
5v6.
I blow this one the fuck up and build another one. Yeah.
So
Gnarly.
this is what happens.
Hold on. Let's start here. So I'm seeing there's edging done.
This is what started it.
Ugh.
The I-beam rod let out.
Ugh.
So
Lordy.
once it broke, it shot a rod through here. Here, we found the piston and the rest of the rod right there.
Okay. So now we see the destruction. What are you doing to fix the destruction? What's? I know you're saying this is supposed to. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna throw this out there. This is supposed to snatch souls. You know who that's pointed at. But.
Oh, it's going to.
Oh. Demonology. I know you watch the videos. There's your call out, dog.
It's going to.
He's got some tires for you. I mean, I know you're always looking for more tires. He's got plenty of those. What's those fat things back? Anyway, what's the plan now for the car?
20 pounds of boost is the plan for the car. So it has a fully built motor by HBP, heads by Tom Laurie, still the VMP blower. It has a TR6060 built by RPM. That's pretty much it. So we're hoping to make somewhere near 850 to 950 for the first series, and then we're going to turn the boost up
to
hopefully 20 to 22 pounds.
Okay, what's your ultimate goal?
22 pounds.
Okay, what's your ultimate goal on the track? 8th mile first.
I want to be somewhere near the 590 to 6.0 range.
Don't we fucking all? And quarter.
Anywhere in the low 9s, because it's a 6-speed car, so I may not be as consistent in.
Are you bowing down to the automatic? Is you not as consistent as a computer? Who would have fucking guessed?
Ow!
Shut up! You shut up in there.
No.
Anyway. Timeline, what do you think this is going to be back up? Are we going to be able to play at Texas Street Car Takeover?
Yes.
That's the plan for old slut over here.
Yeah, that's the plan for this car, and we got the new exhaust in as well. So yeah.
Psst, by the way, rest of the world, this guy may have solved my drive shaft issue. Hopefully. Just saying. And then, yeah, so finally got a catch can in from Ripp.
Good deal.
So this thing is ridiculously over-engineered. So I'm gonna bring it out here in a second when everybody's not underneath the horse, and see what you guys think of it, because this thing is ridiculously over-engineered, and that's why it took so long for one to come out for this vehicle. So I want to see what you guys think of it.
Yeah.
Eric is
working again.
Yeah. Why do you always look homeless?
Because I am.
Oh, stop. Ugh. All right, you want to see this thing?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Bobby, I can't help but notice that your car wanted to be a V6.
All right.
Took 2
V7, it only lost 1 cylinder.
Jesus. So I've already seen it. Eric, here. Unbox it for the people. Got a little bit of the hard wires.
Heard the worst. You got some lines.
Non-collapsible lines. This is that brass fitting I was telling you about that Ripp only makes. So this is to keep the crankcase ventilation working properly without re-pushing. Look at this mamma jambo. Uh-huh. Open her up. Ridiculously over-engineered. I like it. Because we were bugging Ripp forever about this.
Yep.
So, brass in here, catches all the gunk, drops it in here, recirculates the fumes. That way we get better octane levels, because the way Ripp described it, dirty shit going back into the crankcase will lower your octane level. When you lower your octane level, it increases knocking and pinging and takes away from performance. So, this catch can may actually make me a little faster.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on it?
It's good. You know, the greatest thing about it will be, you know, you'll actually be able to remove it too.
Yep.
You know, you're not going to get, wherever you put this, you're not going to be able to get it to where you can undo it like that. There's just no way in the world.
Lies. Watch. I will show you where it's going. Give me a second. Let's get the hood open. So, where do you think it goes?
That's close.
It's going to hook up right
Right
there.
Yeah.
Right there.
So it goes right here. Like
Yep.
that. Yep. So in order to remove the bottom, you have to take that off, come up, and then do that.
It's okay. It's 2 clamps, man. I ain't got a problem with 2 clamps.
No, you don't even have to. It's just that one bolt. You pull it out, because the clamp, you'll still have you can still keep it, because the stuff will be able to move. The hoses will move.
Okay. Now, we're going to show the deep, dirty secret I've been hiding and why I've been begging for a catch can forever. For one, that under there, that's my air filter. That's not supposed to be black. That's covered in oils. Okay? My car is running such an aggressive tune that every time the blow-off valve, which for those of you who don't know what a blow-off valve is, besides the fact that it goes psh and makes cool noises, what a blow-off valve does is it releases excess boost in between shifts or off-throttle response. Well, mine does it. She spits a whole load of oil. Okay? Now here's the thing, in order to get to this, it has to go through the air filter, has to go through the blower, which is no bueno, and then it has to come all the way back through here to be ejected out of the blow-off valve. This catch can is going to stop said problem, and I am excited as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now you get to clean all that up, and it should be all good then.
So Eric's over here fixing Fords today. I'm going to tell him what I'm doing today. So everything I plan on doing today. Plan on installing the catch can. Okay. Plan on taking off some of the boost piping, cleaning most of that up. I plan on recharging the air filter, cleaning that guy up.
Yep.
I'm doing the cabin air filter, all the oils. I'm changing out the oil filter, and then while I'm down there, I'm going to see if there's a way to fix that, because yeah, that's pretty ugly. I think the bracket broke.
Yeah, pulled off the actual bumper.
But what that means is the arrow actually works. The bumper just wasn't strong enough for it.
Exactly.
So good job, MFR. But yeah. Other than that, she's still ticking.
Yep. Looks good too.
God knows we put enough miles on this damn thing.
I know, that's right.
You know how on the videos people always give Eric shit for how he's like acting on my car?
He's like a ninja, right?
And there's Eric, everyone. Oh my God.
It's a Ford thing.
Eric has his own following on YouTube now for weird shit. It's pretty strange. I get asked on my YouTube, hey, how's Eric? I'm like, I'm alive too, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Story of Eric's life.
I can't help it. I'm a little eccentric.
Oh, I can't help the fact that it's always men asking.
Hey, it's true. I'm just practicing for later.
Wow! Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, so now we're back at the house. We hit up AutoZone, got some oil, got some other things we need. But in the meantime, while we're waiting on the car to cool down, took off my plate, went ahead and took off this filter, okay? So the catch can that we were just looking at that I'm going to be installing here in a minute, one of the biggest things it's going to mitigate is the fact that the revalve system, which is this guy, the red hose right there, plugs directly into my air filter, right? And the point of it is to recirculate fuel fumes, okay? Problem with it is it also recirculates quite a bit of gunk and oil, which the catch can is going to mitigate. We like that. But just to prove the point, The inside of this thing is covered in oil. It's pretty. So yeah, that's what this thing does. The inside of this thing is disgusting. Like, this is just covered in oil and gunk and nasty. But my people at Ripp were nice enough to send me a recharge kit. So while the car is taken apart, we're gonna go ahead and recharge this thing as well. Plug this back in here in a minute, and then we'll get the heat shield back on. By the way, for those of you who don't know about the heat shield, Ripp sells these now. I think they're like 65 bucks on their website. So if you have a vented hood, or you have an open air filter and you want something to mitigate a little bit of heat off the top of it, their website, check that out. Highly recommended. And you can customize it, obviously. So anyway, let's get into this install. Hard to see on camera, but she's red again. So she's cleaned up. We just got to re-oil her. In the meantime, we took the MFR splitter off, and now it's time to get the dirty, nasty oil out of this big old bitch. By the way, this filter, it's also a Ripp. Lifetime filter. Just got to be clean every now and then and take some of that shit off, because that's horrible. Okay, now with the catch can, it comes with the spouts for the inlet and the outlet, right? It's these little guys right here. And in the kit, you're going to get a couple of these O-rings. Okay, what you want to do is you want to oil one up on both sides, and you want to get it to go down. If this ever zooms in, or, there you go. Right there on the end, screw it directly, boom, into the catch can. Okay, this is just getting it ready. Once you have it on, screw it in all the way hand tight as far as it will go. It will create a seal right there, and it will not back out. Do the same for the other side, and your catch can's ready to be mounted. Okay, take a look at the shape of this bracket, because I've been getting questions about this already, right? You see how it's an L bracket coming out from the fender, but it's rounded? Well, Ripp, in their wisdom, decided that on the catch can, it would have that exact same divot made, right? Oh my God, this camera today has that same divot. So when you put it in, it sits right there, okay? And the divot, then you literally bolt it in, and that hangs right there. So let's go and get this bolted in. So Ripp provides a 14, a washer, and a crush washer. This thing is now mounted very solidly, might I add, to the car itself. So now we can hook up the piping. By the way, that bolt right there, if you need to tighten it down more than by hand, because there is a crush washer, it is a size 14. The more you know. Okay, so the inlet tube that goes directly to the crankcase is already connected. In order to get that in, you're going to have to pull out this guy, which I'm going to tell you right now is going to be a mass pain in the dick. What I'm going to tell you right now is the easy way to do it is this portion, the lower portion, is connected to the crankcase. Okay, you're not going to get that out pulling it. Don't try, you're going to tear the rubber coupler. Instead, this top piece has a clamp. Unscrew that clamp, spin this towards you, and then wiggle it out as you hold the coupler that's into the crankcase down. That way you don't damage anything. And then this comes out and everything else should be good. This is already connected into the crankcase, so the last thing we have to do is the outlet that goes from the intake. Boom. So we're trying to get this connected into the upper intake, and that piece is stamped Ripp. And then I get back here and I'm looking at this piece, and I realize that's stamped Ripp. Okay, that's the piece that needs to be replaced by that. Or does it? Or is that the piece already that I have? Either way, we're going to take it off and we'll just compare. But if you already have the supercharger kit, I think there's a pretty good chance you already have that PCV valve, or yeah. So anyway, let's get back to it. So this is that piece I just pulled out, right? It says Ripp on it, arrowed in. Not the same piece. As you can see directly through this one. Yikes. Okay. On the hose, it is a closed valve. So, if you have a supercharged system, you do need to go ahead and take that off. Do not be the retarded one to leave that on and blow your car up. Don't call Ripp. They're going to laugh at you. They're not going to laugh at you. I would laugh at you. Because now you've been voluntold. You have been edumacated. It's not the same thing, okay? Make sure you follow directions, guys. So with the outside one, make sure you clamp this guy on after you put your O-ring on. Make sure she's nice and sturdy. Pretty sturdy. And then lock it on in. Right back to y'all. Okay? Right into your intake manifold. So, give it a couple of uggas. Everything's good. Everything's tight. Okay? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the install of the catch can. So, over the next week or so, I will be keeping an eye on it with my trusty Ripp dipstick. Hey, hey. Now, the one thing I am noticing about this already is when you need to empty it, unscrewing it right here is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's one bolt, pull it up, you don't have to remove the hosing, take off the can, dump it out, go on with your life. Okay? So, oil's changed, this needs to be cleaned up, catch can is installed, that's drying, and then we'll install that back up. And then the sleeve, you guys don't need to see all that. We know what you're here for today. You were here to check this out. Now you see it. It's on. She's looking happy. It's pretty sexy, actually. Good job, Ripp. And yeah, now we're gonna put it to the test and see what it does. I've got boost piping to clean, and I've got other things to clean up underneath the car, and a lot of oil to clean up. So I'm gonna get to that. Like, share, subscribe, stay savage.